Hi everyone, I hope you're all having a good day. Today we're going to go over the e-portfolio for CAOT 210, and we're going to go over at least 10 of my projects that I did and to briefly explain them. So to start off, I have everything on the left is from table of contents all the way down to chapter 14. So starting off with just going through our table of contents, the first project I kind of want to go over is an interview and expert, and it's going to kick me over to chapter 1, and I'm going to click here, interview an expert. And it's going to kick me here to my interview with an expert. I interviewed an administrative assistant with all these different questions about human relations, understanding the challenging and changing and challenging office, building communication skills, record management, and managing your work time and other resources. And then question 2 was define with your employer on how you're going to be judged on success. For question 2, that was one of the answers. So I pretty much asked the expert a couple of different questions, and these were the responses that she had gave me. As you can see, there's a small little typo there. And then, like I said, it brings you over here to your, I did it as a hyperlink. Next thing we're going to talk about, of course, there's the chapter 1 video assignments, stop and checks, resume and cover letter feedback. There was a personality test assignment that we did. I really liked this one. It was a what not to wear fashion show assignment. And I pretty much did like a little bit of a presentation here. Of what not to wear during an interview. You don't want to wear very high heels and pink, a lot of makeup. You don't want to wear too much jewelry, too many fancy shoes. You don't want to be casual. You want to be more professional. Like he's in a suit and tie. She's in a blazer and a nice blouse and very formal looking shoes and jewelry. That's kind of what you're looking for in what not to wear and what to wear during an interview. So this assignment was pretty easy. Just had to do a little bit of research on what to wear and what not to wear for an interview. I, of course, also did a virtual job interview assignment, which is me doing a virtual interview and my mom asking me questions. And here's the very snippet of it. So pretty much I dressed formally, I had my mom ask me questions, and I answered those questions. That's pretty much what that assignment was about. As we continue here, we also had a final resume and cover letter assignment. So for the final resume assignment, I pretty much made up a brand new resume. I did summary of qualifications, experience, education, and skills. I highlighted it as experience first because that's kind of what I was going towards for the resume. I was trying to do it as an experience for like a future job, and then I added education and skills after that. So that's kind of what the resume would look like. And then the final cover letter assignment is I did a cover letter for a future nursing job. So I added in here to Lead Health in California, who is a nursing travel agency, about joining their team. So I had to do my research on where they were located, so I had their name and their address in here, as well as write up the cover letter and the resume. Pretty easy, pretty simple. As we go through here, we did some other things like a conference call meeting information. I pretty much did a conference call. I had I used my mom as an example again. I called her up, and I'll just show you, we had meeting information here. I called her up and we had a conversation, and then I submitted to the teacher or professor the meeting information, so the meeting ID and the meeting number, and then all you had to do was call that stuff, and then you were able to listen in on that conversation. Okay, here we are. Here's the meeting phone number, the access code, reference number, and meeting ID. So all of these things, the professor would have to call the meeting number, enter in the access code or reference number, and then be able to listen in on the conference call for this assignment. So this one was also pretty easy and pretty simple. Let's see, back to table of contents. Just some regular chapter 6 stop and checks. Fax, scan, and photocopy assignment. We had to, I had a fax copy, some handwritten notes. So I copied this page, I wrote handwritten notes on it, and then I used online fax website, and then I faxed the information, this page, to the teacher. So pretty simple for that guy. And then there's just pictures of me using the copier and the snip of the fax email as well. Right there. We did a group email activity collaboration assignment. So it was me and two other girls that worked on all of these different emails. We started emailing each other, and then we decided that text messaging or doing a phone call would be easier. And then we couldn't figure out how to do like a group phone call, so we went on to Microsoft Teams, and we learned how to use Microsoft Teams to do a group phone call. And we did all of these email assignments. I'll open up one for you. So pretty much there's something wrong with it. So there's spelling mistakes, incorrect, missing punctuation, missing uppercase letters, incorrect layout, no paragraphs, inappropriate tone. So we as a group collaborated what needed to be changed and what needed to be fixed. And we all fixed something on each of these emails. And then we put them all into a doc, and then we turned that in. So we pretty much worked together as a group to fix emails. So that one was pretty cool. Oh, this one. Excuse me. Doodle demonstration. So it's me doing a video. Oops. Give me 1 second here. Alright, here we are. Sorry about that. So Doodle is pretty much a way to schedule appointments or send out a poll to ask who's available during certain times to set up a meeting. So, for example, I'll just fast forward through here. And so here is where I had set up a poll. And you can add your times that you're available. So let's say Monday at 11, Wednesday at 12, and then all of your employees will add in their times, and that way you can all be at the meeting at the exact same time, so that everyone knows everyone's on the same page, that kind of thing. Pretty much I just did Screencast-O-Matic or ScreenPal, recorded my screen, did the demonstration, and that's how that one went. So you're pretty much learning how to use Doodle to schedule meetings and create polls to be able to schedule those meetings. We also did OneDrive calendar training video assignment. So this is where I talked about how to use OneDrive calendar and Outlook to add things on the calendar, to be able to get the emails or the text messages, and then you just, add, like it's showing right here in the video. I'm adding a work at like 10 a.m. For till 10:30, and then it shows right up there. So I'm using OneDrive calendar to put events in the calendar. I can also put events in a calendar, let's say the boss's calendar, so I know what the boss's calendar is, and those calendars can be shared as well. So it's pretty much just learning how to use OneDrive calendar for that kind of thing. Next thing we did was in this chapter is the generational differences infographic. So I did a little bit of research and I created an infographic on the generations. So here it is. Generations in the workplace, traditionalists, baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, and Gen Z. So I did a little fact about each of them in this infographic, and then I did a pie chart up here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me just zoom in here. Of what percent of the generations are still in the workplace. So millennials 39.6, Gen X 35.64, baby boomers 18.81, and Generation Z 5.94%. So it's pretty much just a little infographic. You're doing a little bit of research, you're creating an infographic on millennials, and then here's all of my sources at the very end. Alright, next thing that we did was we did some stuff with travel with OneNote, which is where we're at right now. We're in OneNote. This is the ePortfolio. I made a travel OneNote notebook, and I'll pull it up right here. So this pretty much covers, that assignment was to create a travel OneNote for my boss. She was traveling to Mexico for a business meeting, so I made her up an itinerary 1 and an itinerary 2 for both one city and the number 2 city. And then I do have a video on that if you guys want to go back and watch that as well. I did some transportation information, plane information, hotel information, general information, so items that you might need, travel documents, language spoken, time zone, American embassy, weather, temperatures, holidays or special celebrations going on while she's in Mexico, currency information, and things to do in each city. I also added in some cultural informations like business etiquette, titles and business cards, gift giving, hosts, nonverbal communication, that kind of thing. So I added all that into a travel OneNote, and for Mrs. Cuevos, who would be my boss, for this assignment. So that way she knew what she was doing and all the information she needed for her trip. And I'll pull up that video real quick. Where did it go? Right there. Travel OneNote video. Just like that. I explain everything. I go into great detail in this video of the itinerary, or the travel OneNote for Mrs. Cuevos. You can find this on my YouTube page as well, if you'd like to go and watch that as well. Quickly here, I did a career blog assignment. So I compared and contrast medical record specialists and medical assistants. So things like working environments, specialties, or positions available, employment opportunities, basic office tasks that they did, type of documents that they might create, communication skills needed, and other skills needed. And of course, any of the requirements that they might need, so degrees or certificates, along with what their salary would be like. So they did that for both the medical record specialists and a medical assistant. So pretty much just comparing, contrasting two different positions that work in the office. I have 2 more items to go over real quick. I did a vision board. Vision board is pretty much what I wanted to get out. So I want to be a labor and delivery nurse, so I added things in here about being a nurse and going to college and being a labor and delivery nurse. So I created something that would speak to me. Alright, that was the last project that we were going to go over, which is the vision board project. Work smarter, not harder. So pretty much what I learned from this class was that do your assignments early and not when they're due. I pretty much learned how to do screencasting or like recording your screen, setting up schedules, pretty much doing all that kind of office stuff style. Pretty much learn how to do a conference, whether it's on the phone or a Zoom conference. I pretty much did all that kind of stuff. I learned that kind of stuff, and I think that's helped. I hope this is very informative for all you people, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.